Hey souls, I have a really interesting video today, and in this video I'm just gonna read it actually. So this video is about knowing something, knowing someone, and if you don't have an accurate understanding of somebody, how it can really drive the other person crazy if they love you and you love them. So the way it works is like this. There is fundamentally something that is or something that is not. Basically, we have something that is real or something that is fake. And next is knowing something. You see, there's a difference between something being real or fake and you knowing it's real or fake, right? There's the difference between perceiver and perceived. So, next is knowing something. You are aware of something. You are aware that something is. So, knowing something is not the same as something being. There's a distinction between the two. There's a distinction between perceiver and perceived. Something is, you know of it. There is what is, and there is that we know what is. So there is what is, and there is that we know what is. Okay, now that you understand that, a huge problem arises when you know something that isn't true. This is essentially a delusion, is what we call it, and it is a serious problem. All that focus and energy and spirituality in your mind, where is it going when you are truly believing something as true, which is totally false? The answer is that it is going nowhere good, and it's literally like a spiraling vortex of confusion, and it causes energy loss. Okay, so that's fancy talk for what I'm about to reveal to you next, practically. But it also affects those around you. Being seen for something you aren't, or someone else altogether, by those you love who are delusional is truly a problem. They hold you to standards that are not realistic for you. And most of all, you feel unseen. Who wants to feel unseen? That's even worse than being misunderstood. It's the feeling of being unnoticed. And moreover, the feeling that comes with that is the feeling of having to prove something. As the essential nature of reality is knowing something, like we mentioned earlier, and not being known is what happens when someone knows you inaccurately. And when it's someone you love who does that, you go crazy slowly because you really do want to be seen by them. So, energy and spirituality is, of course, a snowballing effect. What I mean by this, roughly speaking, is that what manifests now spiritually will manifest later on psychologically. And so, being known for what you are is really important. So, there's a difference between what is and what you think is, or what you know is. But when you know something that is not, that's a problem for the other person as well, because they start to feel unseen. You see them for something they aren't, or someone else altogether that they aren't. So you see them for something they aren't, and they feel unnoticed and unseen, and they slowly go crazy spiritually, and eventually it manifests on the manifested more level, the psychological level. So, guys, do your best. To those you love, especially, try to not have any delusions. See those around you for who they really are and love them.